In 1965, Pakistan's then Foreign Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto had said, if India builds the bomb, we'll eat grass or leaves, even go hungry, but we'll get one of our own. India had a nuclear program since the independence itself, but its primary aim was non-military. India turned to military use of nuclear energy after having lost a war to China in 1962 and China testing its nuclear weapons in 1964. This obviously made India a little jittery, and India had also decided to basically turn to nuclear weapons by then. On one hand, India was interested to develop nuclear weapons, while on the other hand, it also called for international disarmament. Some actually saw it as a kind of hypocrisy. Pakistani disintegration. It was in 1971 Pakistan was disintegrated with Indian intervention, leading to the birth of Bangladesh. India took 90,000 Pakistanis as prisoners of war. Bhutto became the president of what remained of Pakistan post its disintegration. It is believed around 2 million people were killed during the civil war of Bangladesh at the hands of Pakistan army. Pakistan on nuclear pact. Bhutto signed similar agreement on July 2, 1972 with Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and had agreed to settle all its disputes with India bilaterally. A few months before, on January 24, 1972, Bhutto held a secret meeting with Pakistani scientists in the town of Multan, where Pakistan had decided to go nuclear. Smiling Buddha. On May 18, 1974, India exploded a nuclear device nicknamed Smiling Buddha, which India termed a peaceful nuclear explosion. India between 1973 to 74 had anticipated a surprise attack by Pakistan with the tacit support from China and USA, which was cited as one of the reasons for India going nuclear. The Sino-Pakistani cooperation. Bhutto secured Chinese support for Pakistani nuclear bomb in 1976 before he was executed by Zia in 1979. In 1982, China sent highly enriched uranium along with weapons designed to Pakistan. By 1982, Pakistan was in a position to produce nuclear weapons. The next leap, India had not made much progress since 1974 nuclear tests. In 1983, India decided to give the go-ahead to its ballistic missile program, which means the missiles which could carry its nuclear weapons. The same year, Pakistan carried out a cold test, exploding a nuclear-capable weapon without the fissionable core. These tests continued for a number of years. By 1987, Pakistan is believed to have weaponized. By 1990, Pakistani F-16s had the ability to launch nuclear weapons. Rajiv Gandhi gave the orders to weaponize in March 1989, which basically means producing a bomb which could be assembled with any of the delivery systems. By 1996, India had acquired the ability to be able to launch nuclear weapons from its fighter jets. It took another 5 years for both Pakistan and India to be able to mate its warheads with the missiles. The nuclear blackmail. In 1987, India conducted a very large military exercise, Operation Brass Tacks, along Pakistani border. Pakistan felt so intimidated that it privately threatened to use its nuclear weapons unless the situation was diffused. Pakistan began to train and fund Kashmiri militants, hoping there would be no action due to its possession of nuclear weapons. The final push. Throughout 1990s, there was pressure building up on Indian leadership to go for more tests, as a single test of 1974 was not enough to have the expertise. Also, the Americans were pushing hard on CTBT, which would mean India would not be able to test again. In 1995, with less than 72 hours to go for the test, P.V. Narasimha Rao, the then Prime Minister of India, backed down under United States pressure when US confronted India with satellite imagery. So close, but yet so far. In May 1996, India was as close as a single day to testing its nuclear weapons. Three devices were brought to Pokhran, but Vajpayee had to cancel the plan as his government fell within 13 days for not being able to prove the necessary numbers in the parliament. In March 1998, Bharatiya Janata Party came back to power, and this time there was no stopping. India quietly flew its nuclear devices from the wards of BARC, which is Baba Atomic Research Center in Mumbai, to Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Then those devices were taken to Pokhran by trucks. On May 11, APJ Abdul Kalam telephoned Vajpayee and informed him they were ready to conduct the tests. At 3:45 p.m., India had stunned the world with its nuclear tests. The Pakistani response: Nawaz Sharif was under pressure domestically on one hand from the military and on the other hand from a belligerent Benazir Bhutto to conduct the tests. Clinton made multiple calls and offered much to ensure Pakistan abstained from testing. On May 28, 1998, Pakistan decided to conduct its own tests, and South Asia ended up with two declared nuclear powers. Please subscribe if you liked it. I'm going to post more in